Good afternoon. This is the video newsletter for Buy Sell Short for Thursday, February 7th. Nothing really much to talk about today. No real news other than the fact that jobless claims hit a 5-year low. And with that news, for some reason, just a really negative, crappy vibe in the market right from the get-go. We had a lot of stocks open with wide spreads, gap downs on no volume and no recovery, and just really a sluggish morning. And before you knew it, the market was down 120 points or so on really no volume. And then the slow sludge back to almost a recovery by the end of the day, at least on the NASDAQ and S&P, Dow closing down 40-odd points. As I mentioned early this morning, it was one of those days where if you walked away, took off for most of the day, and came back, your stocks would be at the same place. But if you sat here and watched the actual intraday action, you'd be shitting your pants as your stocks saw the bid fall out from underneath them and then slowly recovered. And if you were here, you'd get stopped out only to come back at the close and curse yourself for selling the lows of the day. And it was just that kind of market. We didn't do a whole lot today, just because a market like this ends up being a bunch of traders trying to flip paper on each other for a couple of cents, and not really a market, I want to be very active in at all. Now, tomorrow probably will be night and day different. As you can see, what is probably happening today, and if it continues to happen over the next few days, I would actually view it as bullish for us. But traders are still kind of iffy, still scared. They really need to stick the hand down the front of their pants and find their balls, because market's trying to find a trading range right now. If you look at the daily chart, you get a better idea of what I'm saying. If we fall into this little rectangle formation for a couple of weeks, it would not be a bad thing. It would work off some of our overbought conditions, and traders would get used to buying these dips and being a little bit more aggressive. Now, when we get the bounce back tomorrow, you'll probably see traders go, hey, we're in a nice little trading range, and start to trade the small caps. We still have downside risk in this market, yes. Doesn't mean we can't trade stocks. Quick look at the Russell. Continues its slow move higher. Great for us. Today was a sleeper day in small caps, so going by the trend, tomorrow should be very, very nice. But anyway, let's jump in and update some of our plays. WYY. Kaboom! We were looking for 50% gain on this one. This was our swing/core play that we jumped into a couple of weeks ago from the 35 to 40 cent area. Hit 64 cents today for a 50% gain, or actually pushing 60% gainer and getting close to 100% gainer so far. Very nice action on a weak market day today. First and second targets have been hit now, so you would be looking to sell at least half plus of your positions. If you're looking for a scalp position on this one, I'd be looking for scalps anywhere under the 55 cent area for a scalp position. But we nailed this baby, and I don't know, what's this, 50% gainer number 30 for the last 6 weeks or so. Great market, just a matter of being patient, holding through the dips, being confident in the stocks you have and in the charts, and going from there. Now, IDRA, this is a new trading alert we got into yesterday. We got an initial spike, and we've had someone gaming this stock. They were able to close the stock at 66 cents today on a 400-share trade right at the bell. A lot of garbage action on this one. It reminds me a lot of KIPS. Remember when we got into KIPS? Before everyone else, all the pumpers went running away. We sat patiently in it as it treaded water here for about a week, and then, boom, 50% gain. Now, I don't think it's going to take that long on IDRA. This is actually a really cheap biotech with a lot of irons in the fire. Next week is BioCEO. The stock spiked up to its 200-day moving average when they posted positive data on their psoriasis drug, and then it's just slowly been walked down over the last month. I would expect some news next week. They hinted at that in their December press release that they were going to give updated trial data. Breakout on this one is 72 cents. We are looking for a move to the 200-day moving average at 97 cents. Volume has started to pick up here over the last couple of days. Looking for that breakout, and very nice risk reward on this chart. OTIV. This was a trading alert for us yesterday. A couple of angles on it. Patent play, as well as a play on the mobile payment runners that we've seen recently. Our target here was a move up to 138 and then 157. And this stock just took off like a rocket yesterday. Traded as high as $1.43. Was rock solid at $1.40 for 3 hours yesterday. No matter how many shares were sold into the bid, stock stayed rock solid at $1.40. So today, what does it do? Gaps down 8 cents on absolutely no volume, and does total volume of the day of 70K, most of that coming late in the session. Kind of dumbfounding given the extent of the move yesterday and volume, but that action in this stock is pretty much a testament to the crappiness of the market today. Let's see if we get a bounce back on this one tomorrow. The other play on this one, of course, was INVE. Big cup and handle breakout. They actually were able to walk this stock down to $1.44 on absolutely no volume early in the morning. I mentioned in the chat room that was a buy. Stock ended up closing, well, it got up as high as $1.54 late in the day before closing at 152. And this was another example of me saying this morning in the chat room, you could walk away and come back and see your stock at the exact same place. And this was a perfect example. I mean, if you were here and you saw 144 this morning, you'd be shitting your pants. But if you walked away and came back, you'd be like, yeah, what's the big deal? Stock's down 2 cents. And, you know, that is what it is. Medium-term target, $2. It looks like any dips down to the mid to low 140s is a buy on this one. ISR. Very nice pop on this one. Early yesterday to 85 cents. Dipped into the close and was another stock that they pulled the rug out from underneath today. But we still have this very nice triangle set up here. Very strong support at the 50-day moving average, 70 to 72 cents. The next break through 80 cents should set this one free. COOL. This is one we jumped into the chat room today, 61.62 cents. Now, just based on the chart, this is a bottom bouncer play. RSI is under 30 and curling up. Positive MACD cross will be seen tomorrow. Stochastics are up through 20. We've had a nice little consolidation here after the sell-off after their earnings last month. Now, add to the mix news that New Jersey is considering allowing online gambling. We saw Zynga take off in that news today. We also saw Glue take off in that news because, hey, they've got a poker game. So do these guys. They've got a poker game. And guess what? They're based in New Jersey. Hey, great little angle on this one. Aside from the chart, the breakout is looking to be 65 cents. Got there before we got some little selling and then a paint on the close. 65 cent break, and this one should see a nice little move up to that 72 to 80 cent range with very, very strong support at 58 cents. So we've got a bottom chart with a reason, ready to go. Tomorrow should be nice here. TZYM. Big sell-off in November and December on bad data. It's been 2 months cooking down here. We did get that pop in early January up to 68 cents. It's slowly retreated back down. Been holding the 50 level very, very nicely and looks like it's about to start another uptrend move. RSI has upticked. Stochastics have broken up through 20. And as you can see on this chart, it's been pretty strong buying volume over the last week. It's just looking probably going to take volume of 1 million shares to set this one free. And I'm thinking it's going to go within the next 1 to 2 days. So let's see what happens there. Last but not least, I want to make a quick mention on DRRX. We got that nice pop early on Monday. Retreat on pretty low volume yesterday. Shake out this morning and then a recovery to close high. 125 is the breakout we'll be looking for to add to our positions or add back if you sold some shares on this one for a move up to 135 to 140. So that's it for the video. Not going over all the stocks. A lot of them are just in a holding pattern right now. If you've got any questions, just ask me in the chat room or send me an email. But we've got some nice plays going into tomorrow. IDRA should get a little bounce into the conference that starts early next week. Press release would light this one up. And we've got COOL with the nice little gambling angle and the move in GLUU. So we've got some nice setups. And I'll see you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Have a great evening. Bye.